Montale Chocolate Greedy. So this absolutely had to feature in this list. It is very gimmicky, but it's fun, if you know what I mean. So like if you want something kind of fun and out there, that's a bit of a statement maker, you can check this one out. It does smell literally like a chocolate cake. So how practical you find it will be in question. It smells like, I always think it smells like Cocoa Pops. That's a cereal here in the UK. I think it might be known as Cocoa Krispies, possibly in the US, but it smells basically like that to me. So it might not be the most practical for some people, but if you want something fun that literally smells like a dessert, like an out and out chocolate cake, check it out. So the notes are cacao, vanilla, tonka bean, bitter orange, dried fruits and coffee. But primarily, yeah, like I say, you just get that kind of chocolate cake, chocolate cereal type of a smell here. So it's fun and I do enjoy it, you know, I like it. Like I've sprayed my clothes with it, picked them up the next day and you still get that really nice scent. So I like it. I think it's fun and a bit different. Here we have Forbidden Love, which used to be called Lovely Cherry. This is by Maison Alhambra and it's obviously a clone of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. It does capture that very well. So if you don't want to pay the full price for Lost Cherry, but you like the scent, this might be the answer for you, as it's very affordable. It does smell extremely close, so it's pretty much interchangeable. I found this maybe a touch sweeter and a touch more feminine leaning than Lost Cherry. That's my own personal judgment. Lost Cherry, of course, being slightly female leaning anyway, you could say, although it is unisex, anyone can wear it. So if you like cherry, you're fine with it. So the top notes, bitter almond and rose. In the mid you get cherry, black cherry and amber. And in the base you get toffee, peri balsam and tonka bean. It isn't massively my thing, but if you like the note of cherry and you want that kind of gourmand, tasty, juicy cherry, check this one out. So here we have the popular Noir Extreme by Tom Ford. I've gone with the EDP for this list. I do slightly prefer the Parfum personally with that sharp ginger and leather addition. But this, if we're talking like dessert, gourmand, edible, I think the EDP captures that more. I think the coffee is more, you pick that up more here. It's more powdery. To me, if I think of like a dessert fragrance that smells like an out and out dessert, I'd go with the EDP more than any other concentration of this. So in the top you have cardamom, nutmeg, saffron and mandarin orange, as well as neroli. In the mid you get that coffee as well as rose, mastic or lentisk, it says here, jasmine and orange blossom. In the base you get a nice dose of vanilla as well as amber, woody notes and sandalwood. Performance pretty good on this. Like I say, that it does smell like a dessert, so if you want to smell kind of edible, like a spicy dessert for the winter, check this one out. So here we have the Forever Wanted Elixir by Azzaro. I wanted to include this because of the very strong raspberry note. I struggle to think of other fragrances where raspberry is such a prominent note, but you really get hit with a strong blast of it, certainly in the opening here, and to me it sticks around for a long time. So it is a bit of an acquired taste. When we're talking the Wanted line, I think a lot of them are very safe, particularly the Most Wanted Parfum. You could say the Most Wanted Intense is a bit more challenging with the toffee, and maybe a try before you buy. I'd say this also is a try before you buy, unless you're fanatical about raspberry. So in the top you have raspberry, green mandarin and bergamot. In the mid you get cardamom, lavender and clary sage. And in the base you get a very strong leather, as well as wolfwood and vetiver. So the two main players here really are raspberry and leather. So if you like the idea of that combination and you want something that does perform well, check this one out. So here we have Tom Ford's Bitter Peach, very much a gourmand scent this. If you like the note of peach and you want a kind of peach and vanilla combination, check this one out. I do like it. I think it's good for the summer as well as the colder weather. It's not really fresh or sweet, if you know what I mean. I mean, it is leaning more towards the sweet side, but it has a nice kind of brightness to it. The peach very kind of, you know, suits the summer weather, while also the sweets dry down with the vanilla suits the cold weather, so it is very versatile. If you like peach and vanilla, you'll like this. I often compare it to an apricot yogurt or yogurt, depending on where you're from. It is kind of like that to me, but I quite like that because of the slightly gimmicky nature of it and the character it has. While I use the word gimmicky, I'd also say this is very wearable. It's like a practical gimmicky. And in terms of like gender, this is totally unisex. I wouldn't say it's female leaning really. A guy can pull this off easily. And if you like the note of peach, then definitely check it out. Here we have Arancia di Capri by Acqua di Parma. So I think this deserved to be on the list because it really does smell like orange juice. I mean, the blast in the opening, like if I could describe it as anything, it would be like a real hit of fresh orange juice. It smells natural and high quality. I know there's like a caramel note in the dry down here, but you don't really get that so much. I really wouldn't say this is sweet in any way. It's like an out and out fresh fragrance. I mean, you could class, I guess, the orange juice feel as kind of sweet, but in general it's a summer scent, and it does have a nice musky dry down. Performance isn't outstanding. I think with all of this blue line with the Acqua di Parma, performance is known to be not the best, but it does its job in terms of being a nice, like easy, light, refreshing scent. And like I say, if you want to smell like orange juice, check this one out. So here we have Althair by Parfums It smells kind of like cinnamon cookies here. So a nice cinnamon and vanilla combination. There is an orange blossom note here as well, but primarily it's like a gourmand praline, cinnamon and vanilla type of a combination. So if you think of like cinnamon cookies, like a cinnamon vanilla type of a dessert, and that's your thing, check it out. Not too gimmicky or anything like that, like extremely wearable, just a really, really nice vanilla fragrance. If I was thinking of like one vanilla fragrance to like trump all others, this would probably be my pick. So if you like the note of vanilla and you're also keen on cinnamon, then I'd say it's a must try, as it is so nice. Very addictive and intoxicating dry down. I'd say the dry down is where this really, really shines. If you spray your clothes, you'll find you want to lean in and sniff them all day. It's got that kind of addictive, juicy nature to it. Very much a gourmand and a really, really nice one, this. So although it isn't massively my thing, I wanted to include Amore Caffe by Mancera, as it really does fit this list perfectly. If you want something very sweet and very gourmand, like just smells like a dessert, check this out. I've said in other videos that this smells to me like a vanilla latte. So if you're familiar with vanilla lattes from Starbucks, for example, this really does give that kind of a scent. So if that's your thing and you want something like cozy and sweet for the colder weather, then check this one out. So in the top you have coffee and amaretto. In the mid you get ice cream, as well as speculoos. And in the base you get brown sugar, vanilla and ambergris. So by that description and the note breakdown, you can kind of get a vibe of what this one is all about. Very, very sweet, not for everyone. But if you like that kind of sweet dessert-like scent, you'll probably really like this one. Here we have Apple Brandy on the Rocks by Kilian. So when I think of boozy type of scents, I don't really think of fresh scents at all. I think of, things like Angel Share, Rosia Enigma, and that sort of thing. So this is, and also Stronger With You, absolutely, things like that. So with this is like a boozy scent done fresh. So if you're a fan of that genre of fragrance and you like apple, I'd say this is a must check out, really. So in the top you have cardamom and bergamot. In the mid you get apple, rum, brandy, pineapple, vanilla and moss. And in the base you get cedar and ambroxan. So it smells very nice, very high quality. If you like YSLY, for example, with a nice apple, and you want it done with kind of a boozy tint to it, you might really, really like this. Smells very nice, very addictive, and also very versatile. It's a fun fragrance, and if you like the note of apple, definitely one to check out. So here we have Tonka Cola by Mancera. So it's a bit gimmicky, but it's extremely practical as well. Extremely wearable. Like if you thought smelling like a Coca-Cola was a bad thing, you might want to try this, and you may change your mind. I never thought Coca-Cola fragrances would really be a thing that would catch on, or anything I would like. But having tried it, I realised that it really is nice. So you get a really nice blast of a realistic smelling Coca-Cola at the start, and that transitions into kind of a spicy tonka bean type of a scent. More versatile than I thought. I mean, it is a cold weather scent, really, because it's quite like spicy and warm. It's not fresh, but it is versatile enough. I think that initial kind of Coca-Cola has a freshness to it. That means you can kind of wear this all year round if you want to. I remember like summer evenings wearing this, and it getting good reactions as well. So it's not just me who likes it. I got good responses to this. I remember getting like, "What are you wearing? That's so nice. You smell so good." And it was Tonka Cola. So it does get compliments, I found. And yeah, like I say, I think this is really, really good. One of the best Manceras, definitely. So I wanted to include my favourite of the Tom Fords, which is Noir de Noir. To me it smells, I remember someone said it smells like chocolates and wine, and I like that description a lot. I can go along with that. It smells kind of like chocolates and wine. I use the word gothic sometimes to describe this, as it's kind of mysterious. I mean, primarily it's like a dark chocolate and rose mix, like truffle and rose. You get quite a strong patchouli in here also, and there's a nice saffron in the opening, but I'd say it's an absolute must try. I don't think it gets talked about as much at all as like Noir Extreme, Tobacco Vanille, Tobacco Oud Wood, like all the real big hitters from Tom Ford that get a lot of attention. This doesn't get talked about so much, certainly not here on YouTube, but I've had great reactions from this. It's one of my most complimented fragrances, and one of my personal favourites, absolutely. I think when I did the top 50 favourites, this came second, so that's how highly I rate this. But yeah, it does have a gourmand aspect. It smells kind of like chocolates and wine. I would agree with that, and yeah, I'd say this is a must try.